What's going on, Bitcoiners? What do you mean? No Bitcoin? You haven't got to your one Bitcoin yet? Well, Boston C, what's Bitcoin? Yeah, there's a lot smarter people out there that can help you with that. All I can tell you is keep stacking. You're right on time. What's happening? Luminators, bright, shiny ones, just like Big B. Your juggernaut's powerful and unstoppable. Benevolent determinators, living from the inside out, whole brained, jumping across the corpus callosum to the nerve fibers on each side of your spheres. You got two, right? Left and right hemisphere. Get your mind off of the red and the blue. Think more up and down, inside out, using your four brains. Anyhow, hope everybody's doing well. Go check us out abovethesun.io, abovethesun.io. Follow Boston C on X at Above the Sun Life, at Above the Sun Life. So yeah, Bitcoin, it's happening. It's the real deal, right? So don't overthink it. But just thought I'd just show you a quick chat, do a quick screen share, and then I'll read a page or two of Dr. Bruce, The Biology of Belief, because this is all about free energy, right? Once you know who you are and the energy that's in you, see, Bitcoin knows who it is. It's monetary energy. Is it going to be a strategic reserve? I think it's going to play a part, right? And it's going to go up and to the right for a long time. So you can just dollar cost average, get weaned off of the Ponzi scheme, and all will be well, right? Let's do a quick screen share. All right, here, Boston C, don't muck it up. How are we doing there? Get Boston C a little biggie. Oh, don't get in the way, see? All right, all right, all right. So here you go. How we doing? Oh, 91, 245. All-time highs were about 93 and change. But this is a daily chart. And for any newbies, to keep it really simple, is let me scrunch it up a little bit just to give you a sense. So you see all of this, that it's busted through way up here. And typically you want to see it come back down in this area to test it as support because we've broken through the ceiling, right? So that's your resistance. And you can live in the land of resistance and support for the rest of your life on a long-term horizon, daily, weekly, monthly charts, and you'll know what to do. So I think this is a confirmation that we've broken up and out. And now we're in price discovery because we've never been this way before. So let's do a monthly chart. Right? Look at that. That's like at the beginning of everything. Where'd you get in at Boston C? We got in right here, right at the top. Everybody's at some point's got to buy at the top. There are people right here. You know who Michael Saylor is, right? MicroStrategy. You just need to do the research. Boston C got in 4 years before he did, but he's wicked smart and he used his company stock to buy Bitcoin at less than 1%. Austin C's got to collateralize his deal at 14%. I'll do it one time though. Right. So it turned out okay. But yeah, you want 14% of 1%. Anyhow, so there you go. That's the monthly. Here's where we are now. We've never been. There's nothing here, right? So it's blue sky. Where are we headed? We're headed up. That's all you need to know, right? And you don't think the price and the volatility. Think moves in percentages. Get your brain rewired. Don't think about 90,000 to 180,000. Just think about it just moved 100%, right? So when the light bulb goes off, get in the game. You're right on time. You're going to front run your own country. Let's go to the weekly just to give you a different perspective on what that looks like. More of the same as you can see, but you can see the different time frames and you can see where the support is, like right here, right? And typically if it comes down and breaks support, then we're going down. And these are the moving averages, the 50-day and the 200-day. So anyhow, so yeah, so buy Bitcoin. It's going up forever. True story. All right, let's read a couple pages. I think we're on chapter 10. All right, so now you got to switch gears. Cells, you got 50 trillion cells in your body. Each cell is its own deal, alive. They talk to each other. So there's like 50 trillion mini yous. It's freaking awesome. So just open up. Okay, let the Bitcoin thing go. And I know don't let him be a distraction. All right. We can multitask here. Let's go because you can feel the energy. This is more free energy. Bitcoin's free energy. You're free energy. Okay. The biology of belief, epigenetics, right? The way you think, body, soul, spirit, right? Creating your own unique dimensional reality. What do you want? And then you live out of your future because you're living in the now. All right, let's read. In his alarming new book, Missing Microbes, How the Overuse of Antibiotics is Fueling Our Modern Plagues, Dr. Martin Blazer, director of the Human Microbiome Program at New York University, warns not only about antibiotic resistance, but also about the declining diversity of the human microbiome that is increasing our susceptibility to chronic conditions from allergies and asthma to diabetes and obesity. For example, type 1 diabetes has been doubling in incidence about every 20 years in the industrialized world. In Finland, the incidence has risen 550% since 1950. Blazer writes that these modern epidemics are not only diseases, but also external signs of internal change. Recent studies have found that otherwise normal individuals have lost 15 to 40% of their microbial diversity in the genes that accompany it, mostly due to the overprescription of broad spectrum antibiotics that kill microbes indiscriminately. Yet Blazer, who has studied the microbes that populate our bodies for 30 years, calls them and their 20 million genes the guerrilla warriors that help us fight disease. And this is from 2014. While Blazer is warning about the decline in diversity of our microbiome, other scientists are pointing with alarm to the decline in diversity of our planet, where animal populations and species are decreasing at an alarming rate. Stanford scientists have tracked species abundance of population numbers over a period of time and found that extinction rates are up to 1,000 times higher than they would be if people weren't in the environment generating pollution, deforesting, monocropping, and overharvesting. Many environmental scientists believe we have crossed the threshold for a major environmental collapse and are in the throes of the sixth mass extinction event to hit this planet. Not true. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Hakuna Matata. We'll talk more about that. Environmentalists have long known that the structure of localized ecological systems can shift abruptly and irreversibly from one state to another when stressed to critical thresholds. Evidence now indicates that the entire global ecosystem can react in the same abrupt way and is, in fact, currently in danger of doing so. Oh, like it did like a couple of weeks ago when, yeah, red, blue, up, down, when it's, yeah, okay, something like that, right? Come on, to get metaphorical. Come on, start thinking from the inside out. All right. All right. Anthony Barnosky, a professor at the University of California, Berkeley's Department of Integrated Biology, and others argue that we are at a planetary tipping point because human activities are inducing Mother Earth to express a critical global transition. We're in transition, it's already happening. A recent study by NASA confirms that global industrial civilization is heading towards collapse in coming decades. Civilization did not create global climate change. The planet has already been through five ice ages, but our behavior, listen, and technology are generating environmental stresses that exacerbate the impact of the climate change crisis. Think energy. The process of societal rise and collapse has been a cyclical phenomenon throughout history. And in some cases, those collapse periods have lasted for centuries. While previous collapses primarily impacted localized human social systems, the coming collapse has already had a profound global impact on the health of the planet. True story. We now live in an era known as the Anthropocene, which emphasizes that human activities are causing massive changes to our natural world at an unprecedented rate. True story. Not one location on our planet, from the southern tip of Antarctica to the heights of Mount Everest, has remained untouched by human influence. For example, fossil fuel burning has left an imprint on our immediate environment, while the thin veil of the Earth's atmosphere carries it to all portions of the globe. This reminds us of the following, and we're winding down another half a page, that we are all connected. True story. And that we all leave an imprint. True story. And that the earth that sustains us is finite. True story. In its current form. Today's global crisis are warnings that we must stop exploiting the abundance and vitality of our living home and give it a hug and love it. And begin to reconnect and honor the planet. Okay, yeah, as many traditional societies have done for eons. That's where we're headed. Getting the jabrones off the planet, all the malevolent, corrupt dark ones, you're out. You're finished. Mundere que hey, buy Bitcoin though. Well, that's a cheery picture. However, as a flagrant optimist, I prefer to consider the positive side of nature's resiliency. Okay, get your energy, get your frequency up. In 1883, a series of eruptions on Krakatoa in Indonesia led to new volcanic islands arising out of the sea. Lava flows on one of the islands in 1960 eliminated all life forms and left the island in a condition scientists actually refer to as a state of sterilization. Surveys and studies monitoring the rise of flora and fauna on the islands for over 5 decades documented the abundance of an incredibly diverse ecology that has been thriving on these sterile islands since that time. Imagine that. In the aftermath of its catastrophic disturbance, the island's vital and thriving ecological paradise has since become more robust, expressing a diverse plasticity that enhances its ability to resist environmental stress. Yeah, plasticity, plasmatic. juggernaut, powerful and unstoppable, living from the inside out, taking care of business, striving to thrive in your own lane, taking out your own trash every day, maximizing who you are and what you are in your own unique dimensional reality. Sure. Drink some of that. How's the water? You vibrating? Water of your body? 70% you should be vibrating. A little bit. I also take heart from the fact that organismal cooperation is not a nagging exception to the rule of evolution, but instead one of its primary architects, and that humans are, in parentheses, though it's hard to believe sometimes, and no wax words, super cooperators. That's what happened a couple of weeks ago. You wonder why it's getting real hard across the pond? Got to ask yourself a question. When is enough enough? You want to know when? When enough is enough. Hmm. You're a super cooperator. Find others that are like you and super cooperate and change the planet. Collectively, the cooperative accomplishments of human civilization, this is what's happening vibrationally here in the States, right? Have taken us to the moon and beyond. And I hope our collective accomplishments will also take us to a restored planet. True story. Restored microbiome. You have a microbiome on the outside your biofield. Conversation for another day and beyond. After all, I have personally seen the dramatically positive changes that can occur when the cooperative behavior among my Caribbean medical students help them evolve to become better humans and, more importantly, compassionate healers. And that's it. All right. How's everybody doing? Ooh, so good, so good. All right, we got Thanksgiving coming up in a couple of weeks. All right, hope you're all thinking about it. Lots to be thankful for, right? Love big love, practice loving big. Hug a lefty. Oh, come on, lighten up. Get them in my family. Still love them, huh? Yeah. You know, you can love people and not like them. Okay. You don't think big love loves all of it, but yeah, some of us you don't like. Hmm. Yeah. And you get get rid of the concretely bad ones. It's happening. Justice is here, right? Judged rightly in truth. Yeah. All right. Illuminators, companions, stay in the way, stay in the path. And yeah, until next time, Boston Sea up. Oh, get in there. Oh, get away. Love you soon.